There is a way to never run out of things to post again as a real estate agent, and it has nothing to do with being more creative or more disciplined. Your market is full of things worth posting about: the new restaurant everyone's talking about, the neighborhood festival happening this weekend, the HOA events for the family, the market shifting, the new business that just opened up, and on and on and on. The real problem is time. Digging all this up is going to take more time than we actually have. So the research kind of doesn't happen, and then the posts kind of don't happen. So today I'm going to show you how I help my coaching clients, my team, and now you pull all of this together in just minutes. Quick intro if you're new here, I'm the Rook. I've spent over a decade and a half helping real estate agents with internet lead gen and social media marketing in their business, and for the past few years, helping them actually use AI without the overwhelm. And on this channel, it's really no fluff. It's you, it's me, it's my screen, and we're going to get into it. So do me a quick favor before we dive in and subscribe so that this information keeps finding you. All right, so here's the plan. We got two AI tools. The first one actually finds what's happening in your market in real time. The second turns it into content, a reel, a carousel, an email ready to post. You ask the right question, the research comes back, and you have content, the kind that tells everyone in your area that you truly are the neighborhood expert. And stick around to the end because two of the exact prompts I'm about to run are yours to take home today. This is the kind of system that you run when you sit down and plan your content for the week or the month. And running just one of these will give you more content ideas than you can use. And that's pretty cool. Why is it pretty cool? Because you could finally be one of those agents that you've been watching. And you know what I'm talking about, the ones when you're at night and you're doom scrolling on TikTok or Instagram, and they're always posting like great information, what's happening in the area. And oh my gosh, did you know this business just came up? They are not more creative than you. They just have a system for finding really good content, and that system makes them consistent. And that consistency is what keeps them top of mind when someone in their area is ready to buy or sell. And that system is on my screen right now. So let's dive in. All right, so the first AI tool that we're going to be using for this is going to be Perplexity. Now, I love Perplexity. Why? Because Perplexity was built for live search, real-time search. The other AI tools, especially ChatGPT, have a problem with hallucination. Now, if you're not familiar, hallucinating is when an AI tool doesn't know what it doesn't know, so it just kind of make things up. So if you have been asking AI tools for research, for stats, for figures that can help you in your marketing, be very cautious into what it says. In fact, you could even ask it to kind of rat on itself and say, hey, where does this come from? It's like, I just totally made that up. Perplexity is different though. Perplexity was designed for real-time searching. So let me show you one of the things that we're going to be searching for. So let me come over to my library. I'm going to grab this prompt. I'm going to copy and paste it into here. And I'm going to replace zip codes with, I'm going to focus on Allen, Texas. And I'm going to say 75013. So what this is going to do is it's going to look for any new restaurants that have opened in the past 3 months. Maybe there isn't any, but this is kind of how I frame it. And when I do this, I want additional information. So when I click on search, Perplexity is going to do a couple of things. Number one, it just came out with Perplexity Computer. And so it's going to say, hey, run this at computer. You don't have to. Perplexity Computer typically is for more intense projects, so you can just run it as normal Perplexity. So it already came back with some really great information. It gives me all the local data that I'm looking for. But here's the issue with this. While it is fantastic, it gave me exactly what I want. It's data, which means it's not in my voice. I can't just copy and paste this and put it on social media to market myself because it's just information. I need to turn it into content that I can use, specifically content that's in my voice. So let's go ahead and grab all this content and then take it to our second tool that can actually use it. So here's all the information it gave me. If I scroll down to the very bottom as it's continuing to build, I will get the ability to copy this. And here's something that I really do enjoy about Perplexity is that as it's building this, it's going to tell me, hey, I found this on, 27 websites, or here's everything I found. Plus, it even gives me the links that if I wanted to go deeper into this information, I absolutely could because it's going to link me out to where it found all this information. Okay, so it's got 15 sources. I'm going to copy all this great information and then I'm going to come over to Claude and I'm going to paste it. So this is Claude. I have told Claude, hey, this is who I am. I've got this prompt so that it interviews me, so it understands my voice, because it's one of our biggest challenges, isn't it? It doesn't sound like us. That's one of the biggest things I hear from my coaching clients as far as AI when they first start working with me. And so the very first thing we do is we actually have Claude interview us so it could understand our voice, our tone, our, blind spots, our weak points, our strengths, everything. And then it will build a voice profile. So I've already gone through that method. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste this perplexity information that I just got. So I got real-time information about any new restaurants that are in the area. And I'm going to give it to Claude and say, okay, I want you to help me extrapolate the ideas and let's make some content out of it. And so that's what Claude did. It gave me ideas of what I could do. And it's like, hey, my strongest picks for a single piece of content is either number 4 or number 7. But here's the thing, you could do all of these and say, here are the top 7 places if you're looking in Allen for a great restaurant option, or you could even get more content by doing a quick blurb on any one of these. So let's go and tell it what we want. Now, in this scenario, it's even asking me which one do you want and what formats? And this is what I love about Claude over a tool like ChatGPT, because I can say, let's do 3 for date nights. And I want a real script, 2 to 3 minutes. Let's do a social media caption and a carousel idea. But let's do one more. An email for my. So I'm going to do an email for any leads that I have in that area. Just another way to reach out to them. So if I've got leads that have gotten maybe cold that are looking in the Allen, Texas area, I can reach out to them and get them re-engaged. Re-engaged. All right. So what it's going to do is going to then, and again, this is one of the reasons why I love Claude, is going to get that information that is real time. And now it's going to give me something I can use. Let's see what it gives me. Okay, it is done. It took about, if I'm being generous, maybe 3 minutes, but look what it gave me. It gave me a real script, which is spoken. Now, again, it's in my voice. So if you're looking at this going, hey, this doesn't sound like me, why should I use this? This is in my voice. So it gives me a real script and it says, all right, if date night in your house has turned into, I don't know, where do you want to go? This one's for you. 3 spots in Allen, 3 completely different kinds of nights. Pick the one that matches your mood. And then it's going to give me in real time all this great perplexity information. And so it picked 3 of the restaurants that I wanted for date night, which is awesome. It gave me an Instagram caption that I can use. Oh, call to action. And if you're thinking about a move in or around Allen, DM me. Knowing the houses is half my job. Knowing your Friday night options is the other half. Ooh, that's some good copy right there. And then it gives me relevant hashtags. It gives me a carousel idea because that's what I wanted. Slide 1, slide 2, it goes through to slide 7, which is fantastic. Now here's a really cool one. It gives me a re-engagement email. So if you've got leads that have maybe gone cold, maybe we kind of lost track, maybe did an open house in a certain city and just you still got these leads, but maybe you reached out a couple of times and just put them on some kind of drip campaign. This is a fantastic way to get re-engaged with them. Let's check it out. So it gives me a subject line, 3 date night spots in Allen worth knowing about, which is fantastic. It gives me, hey, first name, please don't copy and paste that into your CRM. You need to replace that with whatever code your CRM uses. It's been a while, so no pitch today, just something you can actually use this weekend. That is so good. Goes through here. It's not a long email. It's very quick, short. Maybe you could throw in an image if you wanted to, but say if you'd rather do something, Chicken and Pickle just opened at the farm where dinner and pickleball happened at the same address. And if you want 0 effort, 2 rows, has a heated patio, live music, and comfort food that never misses. That's a good email. All right. So that's kind of cool. That just gave me all like 3 different options based upon just the idea that I have. So if you kind of go back to where we started, let's go back to Perplexity real quick so I can show you. We started with a list of restaurants in the area. It gave me all the information. And then I told Claude, hey, I want to talk about date night first thing, but I could come back here and talk about if you're out and about or if you're on the go. So that's just one Prompt. So let's do another one. I want to show you how cool this is. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to talk about family, because again, if I want to be the neighborhood expert, then I want to talk about what's going on. So in this one, what are the top family friendly events happening where I want them to happen this weekend? So again, city name. I'm going to come into here. I'm going to replace that with Allen, Texas, because that's the area that I want to focus on as a real estate agent. And so I'm going to tell Perplexity, hey, I want to know what's happening, not just what's happening this weekend in Allen, but what's happening that is family friendly. So I'm going to go ahead and do that search. Let's see what it comes back with. Okay, that was about, I'd say, again, maybe 2 to 3 minutes, and it gave me great events that are happening in the weekend. We got popsicles at the farm. We've got live music. We've got Seasonal Sounds concert, which is great. We got the Armor Brewing Summer Kickoff Market. That sounds awesome. Dallas Card Show, TCG Trading Cards and Collectibles. All right. I'm not going to geek out, but I might need to go to that. I'm just saying. I'm just letting you put it out there. All right, here we go. All right. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this information from Perplexity. I'm going to copy it. This is stuff that's happening that can affect families that I want to help out, that I want to show them that I know what's going on. So I'm going to come over to Claude. Now, I don't need to redo this prompt. There's another cool thing about Claude. It remembers everything you said. So I'm going to say, take a look at this. I'm going to paste all that information. And so what Claude is going to do is Claude is going to remember, oh, okay, you want me to take a look at this information and turn it into content. So let me break it down and see what I can see. All right, so again, it gave me back, kind of broke down the information and says, okay, out of all these ideas, I think number 6 is kind of cool. Now, you don't have to listen to Claude if you're like, okay, I don't care what you say. I want to do this one. It says, my pick is number 6 since individual events age out in 48 hours, but the weekend guide format is repeatable every single week. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to go through and go, okay, I really want to do about let's do popsicles at the farm. Okay, so I'm going to say, let's do number 1. And I need a TikTok script, email for my sphere, who knows me, and a Facebook post. And that's all I'm saying. I am telling Claude, look, you have the information. This is what I want from the information. And again, it is a well that you can keep coming back to. In the last one, we did, restaurants. And I said, okay, I want to talk about date night, which is fantastic. But you could go back and say, here are the top 5 places to eat whenever. Again, you can keep coming back to this well and looking at it from different angles and different perspectives. Maybe you do one from your perspective as a real estate agent. Maybe you do one from a seller's perspective. And one of the great things that people love about living here is X, Y, and Z from a buyer's perspective. I mean, it's really, once you start to dive into this system, super easy to come out with a ton of content. Let's go back to this. All right, there's my TikTok script. 30 to 45 seconds. Hey, if you got kids and 0 plans this Saturday, I just solved your morning. Oh, that's awesome. That's a great hook. The farm in Allen is doing family fun days this weekend, 9 to noon, free popsicles, inflatables, balloon art, crafts, games, and apparently a dance party, which I will be observing from a safe distance. It knows me. That's kind of cool. Yes, I would be a safe distance. So I've got a TikTok script that is absolutely fantastic. I've got an email to my sphere. Quick one for you. Saturday morning is currently a blank space on your calendar. The farm in Allen is running their family fun days events from 9 to noon. So let me say something really quick as we're going through this. I hope you guys are looking at this and understanding that if all we do is put our people on a set it and forget it, you know what I'm talking about, those email templates that you don't even read, you're just like, that's fine, go. This is why maybe our email open rate isn't where we want it to be, but it's things like this that are going to help you get more opens, more reds, and people actually reading them. Now, I can't guarantee they're going to reply back and go, that email was amazing, but they might find you out and about and go, oh, hey, I really enjoy your emails you send me. And that is great, because that's a seed, and we need to be planting more of those that don't have to do with, who do you know, buying or selling. It's just a different way to come about it. It's more genuine marketing, and it's way more effective. So I've got an email to my sphere, the people who know you and your biggest fans. And I've also got a Facebook post if I want to. And again, I can come back to this well anytime. I want to do just one more. Give me a second. Let me grab it. Now, this one's going to be a market post. So again, going to come back to Perplexity, paste what I want to know, which neighborhoods. Oh, It's interesting. Which neighborhoods in Allen, Texas are currently the most competitive for home buyers? Now, can I go into the MLS system? Can I do 5 hours of research? Actually, I've got a video about Manus that does way better than that. But this is a marketing question. And here's where I will tell you that Perplexity does search all the information that's currently out there on the internet that has access to. But if you're wanting like more data driven, MLS driven information, that's going to be coming out of the MLS and using a tool like Manus AI to help you with that. So this is slightly different than that. I just want to make that caveat. Let me go back to this. All right, I've got 17 sources and it gave me some really, really great information, helping me become the neighborhood expert and kind of knowing what is happening. And because this one is all about home buyers, then my content needs to be focused on home buyers. So I'm going to take this information. Let me scroll down to the bottom. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to come over here to Claude and I'm going to paste the information. And again, I don't have to tell Claude, hey, this is what I'm doing. It remembers. So now it's going to take a look at this information that I gave it and say, okay, here's the information. Let me extrapolate ideas out of this to help you guys make content. It always likes to flag things. Numbers come from blog write-ups, portals, not live MLS data. See, it even said it right here. It doesn't come from MLS data. So there may be some disagreement on this, which is fine. Here's the why homes in Allen sell at full price. Twin Creek Spotlight, Waters Creek Spotlight, 375, 25, Central Allen value play. Really good content ideas in here. And again, you could tell Claude, hey, I want to do every single one of these, and you could be set up with your content for literally the entire month. One of the things that I really want to share with you is this idea that our audience needs to be reminded a whole lot more than they need to see new information. So if you go, oh, I can't just talk about Alan nonstop, I want you to think about the influencers that you follow on Instagram or TikTok or wherever. If you follow a fitness influencer, that's pretty much all the content that you see, and you don't get sick of it, do you? No, you follow that person for that reason. So what are we being known for? If you want to be the neighborhood expert for insert whatever city you on, do I see that content on your page? If I was to go to your page right now, if I was to go to your TikTok account, if I was to go to your Instagram account right now, would I see content about the neighborhood that you want to be the neighborhood expert in? If the answer is yes, that's awesome. If the answer is no, that's kind of why you're here. So I'm going to take one of these and I'm going to say, I really want to do the Twin Creeks. I like that. So I want to focus on buyers in Twin Creeks. I should say 4 Twin Creeks. I'll say, make me sound like a friendly expert. Give me a real script. I'll tell you this, guys. I really like to do scripts because video is a major player. And if you're afraid of video, then you need to start doing video. So I'll do a real script. I'll do a blog post and an email to cold leads. Oh, I am making Claude work. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing 3 pieces of content. We're going to be doing a real script, a blog post, and an email to cold leads. It's going to take the information. And I said Twin Creeks. I don't need to say I want to do number 2. I said Twin Creeks. Number 2 is Twin Creeks. It's smart enough to know better. All right, here we go. Real script. If you've driven through Twin Creeks and Allen and thought, okay, this is the one, you're not alone. Let me give you the honest rundown before you fall in love with that listing. Twin Creeks is Allen's flagship master plan community. You've got golf courses, lakes, da 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 da, da, and it goes on and on and on. That's awesome. That's not me trying to scare you. That's me telling you what 15 years in this market looks like. So you walk in prepared instead of surprised. That is so cool. And the reason why it's cool is because I told it in the interview process that I have been in real estate for 15 years. So it remembered that and it used it in this script. That's fire. Man, I love this. Okay, blog post. Thinking about buying in Twin Creeks. Here's the honest rundown. Do you blog? Does your real estate website have a blog in it and you just kind of never done anything with it? I will tell you that blogging is still a massive thing that real estate agents can do. And this is going to give you real-time information. And I don't know how many blogs you could write with this, but it's probably a lot. Frequently asked questions. That is so awesome. It even gave you an FAQ page for your blog. And then here is my email to cold leads. Subject line, the Allen neighborhood. Everyone asked me about. Ooh, I like that subject line. It's been a while, so I'll keep this short and useful. Oh, that is so good. I love it. I love it. This is so good. Okay, so so that's just 3. That's just 3 prompts. Now again, we could take 1 prompt. We could take 1 prompt and keep going back to it and keep going back to it and keep going back to it. If you wanted solely to talk about the market, then you have this the last prompt I showed you that's just crazy good. You could kind of keep going back to that. But I will tell you this, if all you talk about is like the market is going to get old really fast, it is the lifestyle that people are buying when they buy a home. It's not just the home, it's where it's at, how close it is to grocery stores, to family doctors, to schools, whatever. There is a wealth of information. And inside of just one prompt, you have enough content that you could just put stuff out there pretty much on a daily basis. Now, I will tell you, if you want to geek out about it, if you can post every other day, you will be into like the top 25% on Instagram and TikTok of people posting. I'd probably say more Instagram than TikTok. But on Instagram, you'll be in that top 25% of people who post if you can post every other day. Why don't we post every day? Because we're busy and content seems hard. But I just gave you a prompt and a system that you guys can use that's gonna take all that away. It's gonna be so easy for you to make content. Oh, I get so excited about that. Woof! That is awesome. What I just showed you is 3 prompts, and 2 of them are sitting in the description right now for you to test out. I dropped the 3rd one in there, but these prompts are kinda long, and YouTube only gives me so much room for me to kinda put them in there. But wait, there's more. I have built over 100 of these organized by category, everything from family events to dining to marketing data, you name it. So now what? Well, since you've asked, I'll tell you. Everything I just showed you, you can go and do on your own. The video is free, the method is yours, and those 2 prompts are my gift. But what is also in the description is a shortcut that I put together to help you out even more. A whole Perplexity library of great topics and incredible information those prompts pull effortlessly, organized so you're not hunting for the right ones, plus a 1-page guide and the exact prompt that I used to turn that research into finished post. It's just 17 bucks, well worth saving you the entire afternoon and then some that it would take for you to kind of build this yourself. And honestly, it helps support the channel so I can kind of keep making these videos. The link is in the description. Grab it or don't. Either way, I hope you walk away with something that you can actually use in your real estate business. So I put out videos like this every Tuesday and Thursday, all built for agents who want more of their marketing using AI without the overwhelm. So subscribe so the next one finds you. And remember that this is a game of life. Make your move.